streamearlo y a grabarlo. ¿Qué estás jugando ahorita? Ah, sí, es jugando el Dejo, espérame. Eso veo que no has jugado nada. Ay, igual, así he estado esta semana. Si me contrata el perro Gerardo, peor. Puta, yo sí he tenido ganas, pero no he tenido tiempo. A ver, habla. ¿Hablaste? A ver, espérate. A ver, habla. Escuchas bajo. Ahí está, ya estoy mejor. Te lo pegaste, ¿no? Tragaste el audífono. Micrófono.
Who's there? Somebody help? Can anyone hear me? Keep going. I'm down here.
Okay. Cable.
Oh no, you don't.
Be your sake.
Coming from your right.
No, tienes que comprar los de Xbox.
Not looking good.
Yo los tengo.
On your right.
¿Cómo es? Ah, creo que sí.
Nice.
Comes.
One moment.
Ah, están más caros, pero bueno. Pues los compré solo por eso, güey, porque son los únicos que puedes conectar inalámbricamente.
Be your sake.
Pues sí, yo creo que es lo mejor.
Heal yourself. My turn. Unseen.
O sea, nada más que compres unos de marca. Los de otra marca.
On your right. You okay?
No están peleando.
Worth and rot. Be your seek.
You're right. One for you. Need a hand. Back on my feet. Coming from the rear.
Seek.
Not looking good.
Worth and rot.
Puede ser. Ya que si te compras unos alámbricos, puedes comprar son unos audífonos buenos, normales. Pero que tengan micrófono y a la verga. Ni idea. Así tendrías que buscar unos. ¿Qué es el? O sea, ya hay, no, sí hay inalámbricos, pero tienes que buscar que sean de Xbox. Pero pues sí te va a salir caro y 2000 varos.
Oh, finally a rescue. I was beginning to lose my voice.
Más o menos lo que... Siento...
I'm not dead yet. Oh, 1 minute. I'm engrossed in my research. The next thing I know, whew, my workshop is in this damn pit. Didn't have a clue. They're clearly godless. I can't imagine how old they must be. Quilici warned Vidaro that the roots would swallow the soil. As usual, nobody listened to him. So, here we are. We've never had plants like these. I'm no botanist, but even I can tell that something's not right.
Con el pedo que si empiezo la próxima semana no vas a estar. No, que entres a las 9.
Nonsense! I can't go yet. My notes are down here somewhere. They contain
pendejo,
priceless
de la
data
tarde,
and the
¿sabes?
wildlife around Fjord. Stop treating me like a bag of As soon as I dug them out, a gang of sporlings ran off with them.
Porque te pregunté si ibas a
I
estar
can
de
heave myself topside in
tarde,
time, but I'm in no shape
pero
to fight.
trabajando, coño, para ir al SAT.
Help with one hand and disparage with the other, huh? Fine, I'll take it. Now hurry. I can't have a sporling eating my life's work. For all I know, they could be halfway to Nakuta deck by now.
Mándalo. Oye, ese Samuel no puede ganar el vato. Todo lo que voy. Pregúntalo cuando manda un mensaje o algo en la noche. Está conectado el güey. Porque, o sea, está hablando. Conversando, pues. La vez que se conectaron al Discord y lo sacó Mario, que estaban jugando. La vez que se entraron al Discord y lo sacó Mario, porque creyó que eran bots que estaban jugando esa vez. Ah, pues sí, no tiene Game Pass el vato. Y lo sigue pagando. Ya ni pedo, quería ir con daga y pistola, pero todos los pinches ataques que te hacen están elegidos. A huevo necesitas el escudo. Ah, pero ya no tiene compu el vato. No, coño. Mira, que es, creo que está arriba del techo.
mean, you're back? Yes, my findings on squirrel essence are going to change everything. Everything! What's not clear, I'm researching squirrel essence. As everyone knows, squirrel brains grow and shrink in accordance with the nut season. So I thought, what if a squirrel's soul shrinks too? Huh? I propose that the size of our soul corresponds to our brain mass. If it weren't for this sinkhole, I would have already submitted it. I can't imagine any of my specimens are still intact, and I'll have to find somewhere to sleep. But I've got my notes. I can try again. Take this. Buy yourself something nice. It's the least I can do.
What just happened? I heard something about a squirrel.
Everyone okay?
¿Y qué? ¿Ya los pediste, maricón? Pide los decks de Commander, coño. Ay, mira, vergüenza no hay, marica. A ver, así es cierto. De hacerlo, eso sí. Mala neta. ¿Será que te cobran impuestos? Verga. Por no hacerlo, ¿verdad? Por la declaración. Puede ser que sí vas a valer verga. Debe haber alguna forma de exentarlo. Porque si no se te van a meter a tu piata. La riatita.
That's all of them.
¿Te invadió? O literalmente fue la perra, la canelita 69. El LOL está todo con control, está más de la verga, puta. Puedes comprar una PC, ¿no? Bueno, pinches consolas de última generación y la puta madre. Para que se vea borroso el puto juego. Que pinches consolas de última generación, que 4K y su puta madre. Para que luego se vea borroso el
You showed
juego.
up at a bad time. Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giata's about to tear that poor man a new one. One of our animancers. She's bright as a spark, but a mite confrontational. She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giata's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last.
¿Tú estás poniendo música, pelana? Guato, oigo música. Pues, música. Ah, ya vi, se conectaron los audífonos a mi celular y lo estoy oyendo.
Look around. The town's overgrown, the crops are dying. What's not to fight about?
Just take a blessed day look outside. It doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling downhill.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul
Porque lo puedes
language.
conectar al Xbox y a un celular.
I was
o lo
hoping
que
to
sea.
learn some local verses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
Para que veas, está chido. Está útil. Pues te llega una llamada o algo. Te cambia, o sea, contesta la llamada con los audífonos y la chingada. ¿Qué te hicieron? Te pelearon. ¿Qué debería poner? ¿Soy nivel 10? Sí, ya soy nivel 10.
the Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel Garrote business again?
Qué pena, está haciendo algo en lo que debe interferir porque vas a lloriquear luego sobre ellos. Mis espíritus están no intención de interferir.
Meddle in the Steel Garrote's business enough, and you'll have more than me to deal with. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
La animancia es peligrosa, tenemos que descartar un factor particular. Toda la diplomacia debería quedar en manos de diplomáticos.
Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
The Steel Garrote are never far.
Garrote.
Adog, in case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties. Ahora top. Be careful. Oh. Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Amika. Becoming compromises, no?
Can I?
A la madre. Vamos a vender toda la mierda que tenemos. ¿Será mejor comprar armas o encontrarlas? El avowed, el avowed. Sí. Mejor que esa mierda que estás jugando, sí. No, hombre, todo eso de aquí pesa, qué mamada. El avowed. Gracias, sin esperanza, ya cada vez, todos los días dentro de la tienda de caca. Es que no va a leer tu puta madre.
All ingredients are fully stocked.
What else to get? What else to get?
Rejuvenate and revitalize your personal essence.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream
esos sí
scourge
están
are
buenos,
all the
güey.
result of our neglect of the dead.
Por ese precio están buenos.
Oh, so those gnats constantly buzzing in my ears are this lady's fault. Apology not accepted.
The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now...
Are you volunteering us to hang out?
Oh, if you would, that would simply be wonderful. I would know our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
No, hombre, compra una más grande, Marco.
Of course. I follow a Valiant
la tienes que
tradition
atornillar a la
that
pared.
teaches that the journey back to the cycle is a long and perilous one.
Bota ese chingado
Bereth
que
appears as
tienes
the
donde
usher
está tu
to
tele.
guide souls into the next life. But those who lose their way risk the ire of the Pallid Knight. We offer food to the recently dead to still their minds and give them something to offer should the Knight demand her toll.
No mames. Pues ya te hubieras cambiado, pero...
Causing it? Maybe not. But their anguish beckons to it, calls it to them, and unleashes it on the living nearby. The dead's anger is like a spiritual earthquake, driving all things out of balance. This simple sacrifice brings them peace. You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. I believe it will do exactly that. The spirits will find closure and rest, and the living... Be careful, friends. The angry spirits lash out blindly. I cannot predict what...
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
I am not accustomed to failure.
Ugh. It's okay. We'll try again.
But it's the 3rd time.
You know how it is. Their standards are impossible. It isn't personal.
Of course it's personal. It's the Animonster's workshop.
Maybe we need some feedback on our proposal.
Using essence to cure male flaccidity is uncharted territory. I'm sure of our thesis.
No mames.
Excellent. That bodes well, but I'm still not convinced. Perhaps our proposal title wasn't clever enough? What do you think of this? Boning without bones, essence and the performativity of male anatomy.
Consider this. From stick to stone, using essence to augment male performance.
So, boning without bones it is.
I've always hated. Admittedly, I can't think of a better title myself.
Empty again.
Seems that way.
Vidaro says the current crop looks promising, though.
How can he know that? He's not a farmer.
Be patient. He hasn't steered us wrong before.
Pero emana amor en el y espero que se nos salen lo mejor que en una ocasión a pesar de las frutas esa va en la fiesta siempre aunque no podemos reconocerlos espero que pronto hagamos travesuras.
Jota, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
El Indiana Jones no lo has jugado, ¿verdad? Juégalo, está bueno. Y seguramente el platino está fácil.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Did you hear that, Ignacy? You should be taking notes.
Ah, of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the dream scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
¿Qué pasó? Puta, eso, repánganos.
If I don't have your trust, I am determined to earn it. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Mesiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Then I trust you won't overstay your welcome.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bed.
Another time, boy.
Oh no. Mucho texto el juego.
Is this the governor's mother? Blessed as shit.
Did you know darkness? Only color.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giatta is a spirited animancer. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Mesiverno. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him. Be my guest. Take her away from here. As far as I'm concerned, she's yours.
He reminds me of a lieutenant I served under. Led us into a trap because he wouldn't admit his maps were wrong.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run. I knew I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like a common criminal. This conversation is over. That is not a topic. I'll hear no more of this. You go about your business, and I'll...
We should let this...
Ignatius' mother is very ill, please. Ado! Well.
Hola, ahora tiene más armas este perro. Puta, esto está caro, vato. ¡A puta madre!
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to... A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul? Wrong.
Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel. That's the beauty of it. The first treatments on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. From this day forward, do remember to tell your friends about all the benefits of anime.
Past lives or anything.
If we...
Indeed. There is a reason I prefer. Animancers are miracle workers, but their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quiet. Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted. We have other goods for sale, if you...
One job. They couldn't even do that.
A ver, vuelva. Audífonos no llegan muy lejos. Llego a la cocina y ya se desconectaron. Pues para que no los tenga que quitar.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. I'd like to be. They're out searching. Someone had to hold down the fort. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. Brasilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to... I wouldn't have put it that way, but...
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh, man.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I... The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon.
give him a while. You know what I mean?
Welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Confounded machine. Excuse me, but I'm that busy.
Yadra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and
I'm sure. Look what happened to them. What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little
unpredictable. Like, the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should talk.
That did not go as I had planned. I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. I can think of one. He's an entitled little worm who can't stand to be proven wrong.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. Likewise, they should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Para tener 2 teras, pila, na. Para tenerlos ahí instalados.
Of course. Excuse me. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but As you can see, I'm an outcast. Don't worry. Ignacy can't banish us all. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research
A mí
Assistant.
me está gustando el juego, güey, porque está divertido y ¿cómo se llama? Puedes hacer varias cosas. Pero puta pinches conversaciones son diapositivas, cabrón. Como el Fallout que te quedas y eso hablando con una persona. Así es el pinche conversaciones.
We'll get thrown out of the pub. We're already
Es de Obsidian, sí. Puta que metían cinemáticas chingonas como en el GTA. Y dinero les sobra, así que no es pretexto. ¿Qué misión hacemos? Pues, coño, el diario. Ah, sí es cierto, vamos a la cabaña de Tama. Y de los Commander, pelana. Pero tú. Yo el lunes pido el mío, si Dios quiere.
Oh, it's you.
Si Juan quiere.
Leave me alone, all right? I'm not looking for trouble. Remember Rig Wolf, the one who put an arrow in your heart? That's absurd. If anything, they'd be spying on that damn fool Rig Wolf with his head full of visions. When he wanted to resort to violence, I knew I had to leave. I guess you must have seen something in him I didn't. Hope your mercy doesn't come back to bite ya. I'll be all right. I don't think I'm worth the trouble for them to catch. I'll take it one day at a time. At least for now. Good luck out there. You go your way, I'll go mine.
Envoy, over here. Good. You finally showed up. I was worried you weren't coming. The name's Keeledge. Pleasure to meet you. Not so loud. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves. Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived. I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man.
Ah, ya, ahí de Kotlin, ¿no?
Depends on the day. Hilgard told me to blend in, observe, and contact you. Now, I think I'm just supposed to wait and report back in a few days. I'm worried about drawing attention from Ludwine's crew in the meantime. I think they're up to something.
Ah, ya.
I suppose, but this seems worse than normal. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous.
La neta, ese güey no se debe haber quitado. Mínimo que tenga un año de experiencia, aunque no sepa nada. Sí. Verga, sí, güey, síndrome del impostor, dice.
All right. Exactly how far do you want me to go? Until later, envoy.
Be seeing you.
Imaginas que haya escuchado todo el stream. Ahora se va a acabar el octubre.
Take your best shot. Come and get me. That it? You might want to consider not washing.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valiant Republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood. No doubt. That's moving. What's on your mind? And here if you need me.
Listen, Kai. That was it. Right. Right. You too. Right.
I know.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and shard earth and flame. The memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you. Blazing ire. It burns and feeds upon itself. Pain through the smoke, we recall. You are not safe with her. A false sheep. Light drowning out the shadows lurking within. But the old scars do not lie. We burned once. Burned. We... know. A storm from the same spark. All pain cuts with the same blade. Steer clear of the scourging fire, or extinguish it. Cull or tend, the bear's blood nourishes the earth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care. Have care.
La verga.
It seems...
I don't understand. If we want it to grow, it died.
Envoy! Hello. I didn't realize you were listening. I asked for this post, actually. My mentor took some convincing.
Now that we're here, we see why.
We're studying these new growths in the edible wildlife. Ideally, we would find essence. That would mean I'd rise to play.
But all we've done so far is confirm what everyone can see. The vegetation is She's been saying that every day and nothing ever does.
Come on, Alvaro. The work...
I suppose we can give it a...
We can do better than that. We'll get result. I saw a spark.
Gone. Adelaro's gone. It's a dream. We're all dreams now. Hello. Are you a fish too? Wait. But your friends speak like so.
If nothing else, you'll spare from
Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio, but Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us.
Sería lo más yucateco posible.
Stand back.
Maybe they somehow... I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Never seen a tree grow so quickly as to trap someone inside. This sort of thing seems to be happening more and more lately.
This sort of thing. As if this sort of thing happens all the time. You seem capable enough, stranger. But the forests are not safe. As if this weren't enough proof of that.
Stay out of the forest.
Good luck out there.
Por algún motivo el puto juego no está doblado al español y tu personaje no tiene voz.
There. That's Thomas' old house. Wonder what he wanted me to find.
Tu personaje no habla, es mudo.
Place feels different without. Tama painted that? I have no idea. He left something behind for me. Help me look around. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah, it is. Damn you, Tama. Damn you. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he kept it, let alone. All this time, I never knew. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago. Would be if he just told me. I never gave him any reason to be coy. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about. Sometimes I wish you weren't so damn perceptive. Did I tell him? Huh. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed-up piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands. You're damn right. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. A coward who failed him. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me... I'm sorry. I'm gonna need some time with... That's probably for the best. I haven't talked about this in a while, so... Thanks for listening. It means a lot. Especially since you seem to have your head on straight. A little fresh air will clear my head.
Y el barato ya lo probaste. No juegas indies con Mario.
I generally like swamps, but this one smells funny. By the way, I never met that Orlin girl before in my life.
What Orlin girl?
You remember. One in the camp in Shadow Peaks.
Oh, they there. Something on your mind? It just... something about her reminded me of old times. War story. I've seen shades of that before. The meek trooper who develops a taste. Now, the part that stuck with me was what she said about watching her partner turn. Seeing someone you know, someone close to you beyond help. I just want to know, you were careful when you told her about Adelaro. Why? It probably was. Some part of her seemed to know. And even in the state she was in, she handled it. Better than most. Sorry. I need a moment to clear my head.
What are you grinning about?
Huh?
The Adra stirs, a crack. The bars stifle us, hollow faces in a line. A hand of generosity, we feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. What are these? A new tongue. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve? Set what has been broke. They build walls in their...
Nice. Stomping through mud. This is fun.
I'd always heard they're more scared of us than we are of them.
Worth and rot!
One moment.
Ah, ¿dónde está? ¿Ya después nos peleamos? Si yo llegué a repartir vergazos y no son...
They've found the cliff. Maybe these Zarps are protecting something.
Shimmering wings.
Swarm, devour! Arms up!
Be sick!
Gotcha.
Another win. But who's counting?
No, me morí. I am.
I think worse than run!
Take your best shot. Here we go.
Thieves!
Right flank. Good one.
Worse than run!
Grounded se llama. Mataste 10 arañas y 10 escarabajos. Oye, pero el Grounded no es de obsidian. Ah, sí es, ¿verdad? Tienes toda la razón.
Oh, no, you don't! Next one's mine!
Feels like... Did that tree just... Keep your eyes peeled, envoy.
Hay que entrar a la ciudad pedorra.
Even if we want to stop them, we may not be able to. You see? They're
That doesn't mean we need to surrender to them, does it? And you're not going to arrest them?
The adherents send more forces to the living lands every week. Is that...
Please tell me you found them.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge.
The Dream Scourge? Here? Tell me you're joking. I don't believe it. I never thought he'd sink that low. Scoffing at the Dream Scourge while it sleeps in his own house? I'm sorry. That's none of your concern. I'll deal with it myself. What about my rangers? Are they even still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fjord will panic. Where is she now? I don't know what to do. I can't hurt her. You think I want to? It goes against... Rangers swear to protect the city, but we swear to protect... In the meantime, I still have to break this to Vidaro, somehow. If I know him, he'll blame the Rangers to cover for himself. And not a word about his mother, I imagine. I thought about it. But Vidaro will be furious if he finds out I crossed it. Can I trust you to keep... I hope not this time. Fjord can... Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like... Looks like no one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can do.
Pour you a drink, good like.
Can anything be done?
The Bly thinks I ought to be...
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our mod... Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and over... No. What I need is a stronger power source. We can't make something out of nothing. We're still... I could use a large single block of Atra, but harvesting it is difficult. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an... Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to... So, you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Cierto que va a salir ahorita en Game Pass. Creo que el Expedition es el más próximo, ¿no? El Expedition 33. Hasta abril. Ah, y es cuál sale ahorita. El de la negrita que está como en Texas, una madre así. Sí, 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 es como. Que se ve como. Ay, es que no sé cómo decirlo. Vamos a los lanzamientos que van a salir. Si es que logra cargar. El que están haciendo los de. No sé quién lo están haciendo. ¿Cómo se llama? Está raro el nombre. Pero creo lo que va a salir ahorita. Lo próximo, pues. A ver, próximos lanzamientos. Ah, no, el Atom Fall va a salir el 27. Que es como el Fallout. Los del Atom Fall va a salir ese que te digo, South of Midnight.
I'm not making it up.
El que está animado como en stop motion.
What about you? You're the envoy. I was out. I'm. What?
Perhaps better give it a race.
I wouldn't have taken Lily for a walk in the woods time. Who knows?
South of Midnight. De sur.
This place has seen better days.
Solo búscalo, South of Midnight. Está animado como en stop motion. Pero este sale hasta el 8 de abril. Pues espero, no sé, bueno, al menos se ve. No, hombre, vas a trabajar mañana. Ah, bueno, eso sí, estás en verga.
My turn. Watch this. Behind you. Arms up. Here we go. Good fight.
Win and fuel, I guess. You ever get the feeling something doesn't want us here?
Oh.
I really don't think you can do that.
Such a...
A farmer should care deeply about the land, not avoid it.
Be your sake!
It.
Oh no, no era por acá. Ah, que me caí. Ah, del viejo. Perro este. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Te vería ese canelito o qué? Peso. Canelita. Qué caliente canelita. Pero no mames. No mames. ¿Ya te lo cogió? Simón. No mames. Qué perro asco.
Something's not right here.
Be your sake!
One more right behind you. I don't know about that.
Show me what you got. New armor.
Si no le reclaman, se reclaman solas, ¿no? Como a neta. Porque a mí ya se me ha olvidado unas cuantas veces. Qué mamada. Bye.
Gotcha.
No, se va a salir. Sí, desde que lo anunciaron. Ah, sí, lo anunciaron en el Xbox Showcase. No mames. Y decía día 1 en Game Pass.
Stay. Come and get me! Go! Here I go! okay?
Only Ongame Paz. Así decía, ¿no te acuerdas? Ay, ¿cómo estás jugando de ese? ¿Estás jugando? ¿Cómo se llama el que estás jugando? Ah, ¿lo estás jugando en modo rendimiento o en modo 70 FPS? Entonces no es modo calidad pela, es modo performance.
One moment. My turn.
Porque eso es que hay dos modos, rendimiento y calidad. Estás jugando de rendimiento, no en calité. Ah, no mames, tiene modo 120. Puta madre. Conecta tu monitor, no, no tienes monitor. No tienes monitor 60 fps. Tienes que jugar 1080 para que se vean 200. Y enojo peor.
Watch yourself. Settle, you guys.
Be your sake!
Look to your left.
Be your seek!
I guess someone will have to do this for the people who starve to death when the food runs out.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Ha 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 ha.
seen unheard.
Ah, sí. De ahí no se mueve. Puta, no lo sé, güey. Hasta el día siguiente te dije. Que ese día había temas que ajustar.
Worth and run!
On your right! Let's see what you got! Try a better weapon. To the right!
Worth and run!
Fading! One moment. Back in the fight. Left leg. Nice shot.
We'll see! Worth and run!
Out of the way. Right flank.
Isaksabu! Worth and run!
That's all of it.
Squirrels. Get plenty to eat tonight?
This one's mine. Gotcha.
Worth and run!
I've got a shot.
Be your safe!
One moment. Just like the good old days.
Al él no rinde bien. año que ya haya mejorado el rendimiento, chance ya lo pueden. Es igual como, verga, como se ve tan bien el pinche juego, güey, no ves nada. O sea, no sabes cuando tienes un pendejo enfrente, cuando está escondido. Te se ve muy realista, güey.
You return. Have you visited? Thank you. And may the usher find you quickly, Amica.
Affordable, reliable, and verifiable. Honest emirs, healing crystals. Clean out your soul. With honest emirs, healing crystals.
Did you hear that Giata was sent into exile?
Ah, pues voy a dejarlo por acá.